to him, I don't know. Don't put it on TV.
Save yourself.
Yeah, I regret. This one I regret.
Save your future.
It was a great run for you, though, that year, Murat, to get into the semifinals. Unexpected in a way.
On to fight.
For who? For me, it wasn't unexpected. It was unexpected for me to lose to Ferrero. Had all the chances, and all of a sudden something went wrong. And Juan Carlos played well, solid. And I don't know what happened to him in the final, because he was supposed to beat Costa, actually, with all the respect to Albert.
Okay, now we're sorry, we're not going to show that again. I'm sorry,
No, don't do
I'm
it.
sorry we showed that. What we're going to do is move on to the action today, and the best place to start is with the King of Clay, Rafa Nadal, who eases into yet another Roland Garros final. How impressed do you continue to be, Marat, with Rafa Nadal?
Well, I guess nobody expected him to become what he is now these days, because of the technique, because of certain other things that he takes part on the court. There's so many people talking about, everybody has doubt about him to be able to play on grass, on fast surface, and he showed to everybody that nobody understands tennis at all. And he's I guess, the way he's playing and the way he's rolling to the heel of the Potro, I don't know what the Potro was going to get on the court. I think
he improved a lot, by the way.
The Potro?
Nadal.
The Potro?
Well, we were saying like Nadal, we didn't expect him to play good on grass, but actually when you played, you were there and you just improved.
Yeah, he's a hard worker, he's very humble. That's a good start to become a great player. And obviously the whole family is pretty talented. His uncle was national captain in soccer. He was the captain in Barcelona in defense. So I think they're pretty talented families. I guess they should have a lot of kids, and or football or tennis they're going to cover for sure.
Family is not bad too. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, can't complain, can't complain.
But I think, Nick, people thought this was going to be a little bit closer than it turned out to be against Del Potro.
It felt like, obviously, Del Potro had this run into the semifinals. I think we felt like he might give Rafa a little bit more of a challenge, but today Del Potro just not up to that challenge. A little bit of maybe a hip issue for him in the first set, and then overall Rafa really took control of the match in set two. Really forceful tennis out there against Del Potro, and just brutal all around.
Yeah, like the first strokes, I mean, Del Potro, he started the match with, okay, I'm going to win the point in 2 strokes. It was like 1 serve, 1 forehand winner. And it was like amazing, but then he felt the pain in the hip and the adductors, like, how come he going to play like this for like 3 hours? It's painful. And you say, okay, it's done. So I was scared that he could retire, and that at least he just finished the match, but I think he was not 100%.
I mean, setting aside Marat, what he can do with the tennis racket and the ball, it seems it's very difficult for people to stay with Nadal mentally on the court, because mentally he's just so strong.
Yeah, with all the years, all the confidence that he got, and he's very stable in the head. I mean, he's how we call it, physical ability is amazing. Even though that he had issues with not the ankle, how you call it, with the foot, with the knees, everywhere. And he managed to come back after 2 months, after 3 months, and he's just too strong in the head. I think it's a good sign that somebody explained him and didn't kill his confidence when he was a kid. And instead of being underdog, he always was as a favorite. Because I heard one story that Nike came to him to sign a contract and said, "Listen, I need more bonus for being number 1." And everybody from Nike was shocked about it. How this kid with this tennis, he can be somewhere near number 1. And I guess they're pretty good raising the kids. That's important.
But on the other hand, like we have stories about Tony saying, "Hey, Rafa, you have to carry your bag," when he was young. So he was like, he aimed for number 1, but then in the end he was very humble, because Tony just told him, okay, let's go. You're a good junior, but who was good then? Not a lot of juniors. So
but you're still a junior. It's not like I also don't understand the coaches, sub-coaches, assistant coaches, the fitness coaches. Everybody's carrying the bag of the player, and it's a little bit, guys, to carry the bag, and I think that starts from there, being humble and knowing what you're doing and respect the other players, respect the sport, and then go too crazy and fit on the ground. And I think he managed pretty good, Tony.
He certainly does. And Rafa Nadal is back in the Roland Garros final, and I believe that Eli is speaking to a man who's heavily involved with the defending champion.
Team so Rafa has an easy time. He makes it look easy. How come he makes it look so easy?
Well, first set was key, I think. Delpo was in control of the match, and once Rafa got the break, everything changed. So yeah, he made him run, he made him work for every point, and in the end it paid off. At the beginning of the tournament, if I had to pick one player from the bottom half to get into the final, I would bet it was going to be Dominic. With all respect to the other players, I think right now Rafa and Dominic have been controlling their matches, and they deserve to be in the finals.
They certainly do. They certainly have. I think that's the perfect time for us, having listened to Carlos Meyer, to look at Dominic Thiem's match from earlier today against Marco Cecchinato. And in this contest, which was the first semi-final, Marit, we had the fairy tale of Cecchinato. He'd never won at a Grand Slam, and here he is in the Grand Slam semi-final, beating Novak Djokovic in the last round. And then Dominic Thiem, as Carlos Moya said, so strong on this service and deserved to come through the bottom of the draw.
Well, I'm surprised I don't know, Cecchinato, but that doesn't matter. But I met the guy, he's very nice. And I think it's one of the few Italians that can hit the ball. Not to push the ball, because normally the Italians, they play very nice technique, nice clothes, nice hair, beautiful looking, and pushing the ball. So he's the one who is really going for it. He hits the ball, and even though he recovers the goal pretty well, he tries to step in anytime he has a short ball. So I think he should continue this way and definitely not play the Italian style that will explain him to play. And he needs to be aggressive, and he's doing well. Being aggressive, he made to semi-final in Roland Garros. So just stick to this ground, to this game. Be humble, don't go crazy, because with Italians it's very fast. The nose is up the sky, because he made semi-final and then he lives out of this of his life. That's what happened in the past already with a few players. So I think it's time to realize that he can be one of the top. He has a chance. He's 25 years old.
And Dominic Thiem has been number 4 in the world, and he comes across and seems to be a very humble individual.
Yeah, Thiem is unbelievable technique, very talented, very fast, very smart, also humble. He has a good team around him. Galo Blanco is yeah. So I guess the Spanish influence is also make him like this.
Python 2-5 around this tournament the last couple of years, is that Dominic Thiem is the next guy to really be a big clay courter to win this title. Perhaps we're going to see on Sunday if he can dethrone the King of Clay. But do you think that he's going to win this title one day?
Yeah, definitely, because he's been there already the last 3 years, I think, even more, and he's been improving, and he's behaving on the court really nicely. He works his every ball. He doesn't shout too much. He's focused. Good Austrian guy. And yeah, I think I don't know how old he is. How old is he? 24. So it's a time he's grown up enough.
Come on, Yoko, gotta go, brother!
Good
Python 2-5 transmitting in the blind.
Actually, he's such I respect him a lot, because the week before French Open he was playing an ATP, and he just fought every game against every opponent, and some players they didn't play because it was the week before, they wanted to feel good, and Gunther Predic said, no, you come, you win the tournament. And so he was practicing 2 hours before the match every day just to get ready for this final against Rafa Nadal, for sure. So he was playing like 4 hours a day, and he just fought to win the title. So they said, okay, he's gonna be injured, he's gonna be tired, and see the result. So he's a hard worker, very humble, as you say, Marat. And I think it's logic. All what is happening, it's coming. He's talented, but also he's a great worker.
And he's now top of the list in terms of match wins for 2018, 38 for Dominic Thiem. We know how packed his schedule is. He's got another match to play this week. It is in the final. And a man who's been by his side since a very young age is Gunther Bresnik.
I think it's tough after losing the second set. It would have been tough for both of them. but I think also Cecchinato had then some physical disadvantage. Dominic is very fit, and I think Cecchinato was a little bit tired in the third set. Might be due to the fact that he lost the tiebreak, because I think he had also two set points. But for Dominic serving at 6-3 in the tiebreak, it would be really tough to lose it. And he handled it unbelievable to pull it out.
He did handle it very well. He's through to the final. And here, speaking to Eli,
Python
Dominic
2-5,
Thiem.
an enemy camp was
First of
located
all,
and
it's
neutralized.
great that I reached the finals, and it was a big goal for me, of course, after doing the semis 2 years in a row. But at the same hand, I don't want to lose a final. That's the maybe one of the worst things in tennis, to lose the finals. And yeah, I will give everything on Sunday that I take the title, and it's gonna be a huge challenge, of course. But I'm happy and glad that I give myself the chance to do it.
He's going to give everything he has to win that final on Sunday. No, you can keep talking, it's fine. No, you keep going, because we're now going to hear from WTA player and girlfriend of Dominic Thiem, Kristina Mladenovic.
Yeah, that's just what I said. I mean, it's a very big achievement, you know, to reach your first Grand Slam final. But as I said, Domi, for my opinion, of course, is an amazing player and a great champion, and I believe he deserves many of these moments. So this is the first, and yeah, as I said, his joy was really measured at the match point. It shows exactly that he wants more, and there's the biggest, you know, hill in front of him on Sunday, whoever he will face in the final.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kristina, training orders from Eli.
Take off the makeup and go train.
Kristina Mladenovic was sitting alongside Dominic Thiem's mother in order to training. Why? Eli,
Do you hear me?
back in the box on Sunday for the final.
Yes.
Now, to wrap up the contest,
We
Dominic
know
Thiem
who you
against
are.
Marco Cecchinato.
We
We
know
can hear
your
from the man
mission.
who's been guiding the career of the Italian, who's very proud of his charge.
Yeah, it's something special. It's something that we never expect before the tournament. Beating this guy like Novak, like Goffin, and but I'm really happy, and I just say to Marco that you have to feeling really, really good, and he make everything perfect.
I'm proud of himself.
Yeah, really proud, really proud.
Is it a new career for him starting now?
For sure. We start a new career because with this ranking he can play all the big tournament, and this kind of match help us to see what we have to do better next time, next practice, next week. So it's good for us to see this good level of the other guy.
Been a very good couple of weeks for the Cecchinato camp. So the final, Nick, something very interesting about this head-to-head between Rafa Nadal and Dominic Thiem.
Yeah, they've met 9 times in their career, and actually all 9 of those meetings coming on clay. 6-3 for Rafa, and I think people actually would take a little bit of heart for Dominic Thiem because he has won 3 of those matches. They've met here twice, including last year in the semifinals. Rafa won that going away. He won the 3rd set 6-love, and obviously does Rafa feel insurmountable to Dominic Thiem? Well, not necessarily on the tour because he has beaten him 3 times before, but he did say in press today it's another task to try to beat Rafa in 5 sets on the red
So
clay.
there's the question I put to you, Marat. How does Dominic Thiem go about beating Nadal over the best of 5 sets on Philippe Chatrier in the final that he's never lost 10-0? The game plan, please.
Did I get an easier question than that? Well, I think they're pretty similar in a certain way. The game plan, the way they build the game, the tactics and strategy is pretty much the same. So just whoever's going to be more fresh. But I think they look both okay. And Nadal obviously has more experience on play, so it depends how gonna start the match Thiem. If he's how gonna feel, and if you're gonna give him a little bit of advantage at the beginning to Nadal, then it's gonna be very tough to come back. So he needs to hold on the pressure for as long as he can, and just take the advantages, because you don't gonna get many chances from Nadal at all. So, but he's Austrian, so he's pretty much straight up. So I think he can make it his chances, but Nadal is on fire. So tough one, but I hope just for a great match.
Do you think he's gonna stay a bit far away from the baseline, trying to hit hard as he's doing this week, or he's gonna come up a little bit, step into the court because he's playing Nadal, and from the back of the court he has no chance? What do you think?
You answer the question.
No, but
you're too smart. But I think definitely he needs to stay much closer to the baseline if he wants to give damage to Nadal, and for sure he needs to open up the court a bit more. Short process, because everybody plays against Nadal pretty straight, so he doesn't really have so much move match in a way. So he needs to angles, and catch the ball earlier and step in whenever he has a short ball. Then he has a chance. And pressure, and then probably risk it from time to time, because otherwise you're gonna crack it down.
And mentally he's got to stay strong, because so many times you see players that there may be a break-up. Maybe, if they're really lucky, they take a set-up. And then Nadal breaks back, and then he goes to set-up, and you see the fire disappear from the player's eyes. You see their shoulders slump, and they're like, I can't do this, because he keeps coming at you, he keeps resetting. So really important for Dominic Thiem to stay positive.
Well, they played 9 times, so pretty much Thiem figured out what he needs to do. Plus he's Austrian, so it helps a lot. They're more into the ground and dig until it's like a machine. So I think Muster did like this, for example. So it's good example, and I think he can manage that. And he's not gonna. Austrians, they don't go crazy, so they're pretty stable. So I think he's lucky there.
He's got to be a stable machine on Sunday. It's quite good, isn't it? Stable Austrian machine on Sunday, and maybe he can get the job done. We shall see that to come. In the meantime, on Live at RG, we like to take you places that you're not allowed to go as a spectator or a viewer. And so the latest thing we have for you is a behind-the-scenes look at a day in the life of a chair umpire.
I'm Timothy Medel, and I'm a chair umpire here in Roland Garros, and I live in France. Actually, I live here in Paris, so it's very convenient to do this tournament every year.
I am Alison Hughes. I come from Great Britain, and I'm a chair umpire. I started, my first Roland Garros was in 1999. I've been lucky enough to be selected from all of the years since then. 25 seconds in between points. I give my best in every single match I do. I don't focus on a specific match. I just go out there and do my best.
Passionate about tennis. I used to play when I was younger. I started being a ball kid in Marseille for the ATP tournament when I was 13 years old. And then I did 3 years over there, and I realized I was on the court, which was great because I could see the professional from very close, but I wasn't taking action in the game. So have this impact on the play, that's what I love, and have control to try to control the best you can the whole match.
You have to concentrate from when you walk on court to when the match is finished. From the point starting to the point finishing, and even in between points, the change of ends, you're dealing maybe with crowd if you're on a big court, or line umpires. When you have line umpires, you're acknowledging them, and obviously the ball kids as well. We've got lots of people on court who work together as a team, and obviously the match as well with the players, whether it's a singles or doubles. You have to remain focused and concentrate.
When we go check marks, it's either very important points or very close calls that can be a few millimeters out or a few millimeters in. You have to be very present for the players. It's not expressed by talking more on the microphone, it's just really expressed by your presence, and the image that you show on the chair.
I enjoy being part of tennis, being part of a Grand Slam here in Roland Garros. Every time I walk on court, I enjoy it, and I feel as if I learn something from it.
Feel the goosebumps, and that's what I love in tennis and in sports in general. It's really the atmosphere that comes out of the crowd.
Excellent to have a seat in the house.
We do have a fabulous seat here at Roland Garros, the chair umpires. Now, tomorrow we have the women's final. We're going to have a preview show for you at 2 p.m, just building up to the main event, and we'll be back with you after the final, featuring the US Open champion Sloane Stephens. But first, now a 3-time French Open finalist, Simona Halep.
I don't know who said that I feel pressure, not me, obviously. I don't feel pressure, I feel that it's a big challenge for me, and it's a big chance to win one of my dream tournament. But this doesn't mean that it's gonna happen or something like that. I have just to play like I did yesterday. It's a normal match. I played against this opponent, so we'll see what is gonna happen tomorrow, but I just want to be smiling on court.
Obviously, when you have confidence, you can do anything. But I think a little bit when you're calm and you're just relaxed and you don't panic and you just stay steady, you allow yourself to work through obstacles and adversity or anything that might happen on the court that you were not prepared for. So for me, staying calm is the most important thing, and then being able to take advantage of the confidence that you do have when you're playing deep into a slam is super key.
I don't know if it was just me, but that seemed like the most relaxed pre-Grand Slam final press conferences to me. I mean, two relaxed ladies.
Sloane was very chill today, and actually Simona was too, both of them, talking to the world's press before tomorrow's final. 5-2, Halep has this head-to-head lead, including 4 matches in a row. She's 2-0 on clay, but both of them kind of batting away the suggestion that that might play into the final tomorrow. And I don't know, head-to-head, does it affect you when you walk on court? I think for us in the media, we would say, well, of course that impacts you in a Grand Slam final like this, but they both seem to wash the whiteboard clean.
I believe that's more going to be a different story. Actually, Halep, I can see her really strong physically. Like the past match, because she killed Kerber physically, and she's strong and she's feeling very confident. Against Muguruza, she was stepping into the court sometimes. You can feel that she's playing with a weak arm, and in this French Open, she's just hitting so hard, putting a lot of power in her stroke. And I believe that Sloane Stephens has a very nice average level, but she cannot go higher. And if Halep just feels some nerves, it's going to be really good for Stephens. But otherwise, she's going to be overpowered by just the rhythm that Halep is putting since the very beginning of this tournament.
Mara, it's a 4th Grand Slam final for Simona Halep. She's yet to cross that finish line. For Sloane Stephens, a little bit like you, her first Grand Slam final was at the US Open and she wins it. Can you remember what it felt like on Grand Slam final day? How different is it to anything else, or is it just another match?
Well, I think it's a new generation. They take it from a different way. Both girls speaking, I don't know who's more confident. My God, they could beat Nadal. But I think it's a new perception. These girls, they have the guys, the new generation, just see it differently. They don't have pressure that we had. It's like a different kind of pressure. I feel like I can't explain that. But it's a different approach and different perception of how they see it, the game. So I think if you compare it's a little bit too many years of a difference.
What about you when you played this final?
Well, when I played the final, it was really weird. I had a breakfast in the car, and my coach was giving me, listen, don't tank, don't choke, at least win a couple of games in each set. That's how I was entering the match.
Wow.
So
you had a bagel in the car and you
yeah, I was depressed, and I said, okay, I'm gonna lose, so I end up having no pressure. And I think thanks to the coach, it was subconsciously he made all this speech to me for 20 minutes in the car that not to win the match, at least win a couple of games in each set. That's how it was my approach.
Who was your coach at this time?
Alexander Volkov.
Yeah.
One old Russian dude. He was 13 in the world. He made the final, but he was a great talent player, but a very choker. So he tried to push me in that road, and it didn't work. I would work out pretty much the opposite way.
I like that coaching style. Now, someone who knows what it's like to win here, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, is Justine Henin, who a short while ago spoke to Eli.
Justine, thank you so much for giving us this time. Can you preview us women's final for tomorrow? What's going to happen? You know tennis better than anybody else, especially here.
Even though we know tennis, it's going to be very hard to predict. I'm very excited about this match. they have kind of a little bit of similar styles, because they can do different things on the court, and they can play on clay, both of them. Simona, of course, is running after her first Grand Slam, so the way she's going to deal with her emotions, it's going to be crucial. But I've been impressed also by Sloane, who has been very calm during the whole tournament. She has been under pressure only in one match, and then she really played a very good level of tennis. She won a Grand Slam, so I think it's 50-50 right now, and I think the emotions are going to be one of the keys of the match.
Can it be a close match? Do you see a one-sided match because one doesn't show up, or do you see two girls showing up and something that goes deep into three?
I hope it's going to be a great and long match, and with a lot of fight. Simona against Kerber, she showed that even when she was down, she was able to stay in the match, to fight, to find the solutions, and Sloane is not going to give up easily. So I hope for a great final. That's what we need in this tournament, because we didn't have such great matches. I hope we can close and finish the tournament with a great fight. Yeah.
May the gods of tennis be listening to you. Thank you very much.
So thank you.
We cannot wait for the final tomorrow and then the other final on Sunday. Marit, thank you so much for coming in. Good luck in who are you facing in the Legends final?
Who cares? We're in the final. Doesn't matter. We made it to this.
I like this relaxed attitude. That you win your first Grand Slam title.
If you win 1 or 2 games, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can have breakfast in the car on the way in. All the same. Is that how you do things now? It's all very relaxed.
Why to change? Yes.
I like that. Okay, then. So your prediction for tomorrow: Halep or Stevens? Halep. And Nadal or Team?
Everybody gonna say Nadal, so let's give a try, Dominic.
Okay, you're gonna go Dominic.
Yeah, well, everybody knows Nadal is gonna win. At least let's
I'm shaking it up a little bit. I like that. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Good luck in the Legends. Whoever you're playing, win a couple of games. It's going to be great, and thank you so much for joining us. You've been watching Live at RG, hashtag RG18 if you want to get in touch with the show on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram. Now, tomorrow's a little bit different, so 2 p.m. local time, we will have a preview show for you, building up to the main event, Simona Halep against Sloane Stevens, that kicks off at 3 p.m. local time. And then we're going to, there's a lot to remember here, then we're going to be back with you half an hour after the trophy lift on Philippe Chatrier, and we'll be reacting to absolutely everything. So keep getting in touch with us. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Until next time, have a great evening. Bye for now.
gì nữa. Python 2-5, an NVA Joker! Damn! Right there! Can you see him? Take your best shot.
Python 2-5, a hostile camp was neutralized.
Tao đánh chết mất à. Chuyện gì thế?
Help me get out of here, please.
Thanks. Look at this.
Python 2-5, allied troop located and released.
You saved me. Let me help you.
Có biết đi, chỗ quái nào vậy? Hell,
Python 2-5. A hostile camp was neutralized.
Give up now, and you will be treated well. Are you...